You come down into this comfortable seated position. You can bring your hands on top of the knees and then just allow your eyes to close. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. Allowing yourself to arrive on your mat. And just notice, how am I feeling right now? Just check in with you. See what kind of emotions you can feel. Maybe you feel tension somewhere in your spine. Just notice it for you, like, how am I right now? And maybe you had a really good week and you could still feel the energy of that week flowing through you. Or maybe it was one of the harder weeks, one of the harder days that you experienced. And you can feel that there's a little bit of tiredness, or maybe a little bit of anxiety still. And again, whatever you encounter, there's no judgment. It's just about observing, how do we feel right now? Because we also want to know, how do we feel after a class? How can yoga help us go through those different emotions? And then just imagine that you're starting to lengthen your spine even more. You're relaxing your shoulders. And you can feel how there is a sensation of warmth created within your heart. It starts to become bigger and bigger. And that warmth is really soft and comforting and healing. And you can feel it flow through your whole body. And you can hear a mantra within you. I am safe. I am loved. I am at peace. I am safe. I am loved. I am at peace. I am safe. I am loved. I am at peace. And you can hear those words rolling through your nervous system, echoing into every cell. I am safe. I am loved. I am at peace. And you can keep your eyes still closed and just gently start to roll out your head, just ever so gently. Do this really slow, maybe even slower than what you normally do. Really give your body that time to wake up. Maybe you notice that your neck is a little bit more tense than usual. Maybe this feels super relaxed and easy. And then go the other way around. Good. And come back, keep your eyes still closed, and just start to roll your shoulders. You just want to gently start to go through the body. So I really invite you to keep your eyes closed just so that you can notice what is happening in the different parts of my body. If I roll out the shoulders, does that feel comfortable, or is there a little bit of resistance that I notice? And then from here, bring your hands back again and start to circle your whole upper body. So we're starting to stretch out the sides. We're gonna make our spine more flexible. In the back. Good. Rolling it out, releasing the tension in the spine, in the hip. And then go the other way around. Good. And then from here, bring your hands back onto your knees. Take a deep breath in. Draw your chest forward. Draw your chin up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulders back. And exhale, rounding. Chin comes to the chest. Shoulders go forward. Inhale, drawing the chest forward, looking up. Exhaling, round and round and round. Inhale, looking up. Draw your chest forward, your shoulders come back. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Maybe you start to notice that every time you move, your spine becomes just a little bit more flexible. There's a little bit more movement coming into your back. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Leave your eyes closed. Just arrive in your body through the breath. And what that means is you really move as long as you inhale or exhale. Don't do this very fast or very hectic. Good. Can you start to feel a change in your spine? Keep going, just a few more. And exhale. Good. And then inhale, slowly lifting up. Good. We're going to draw the arms over. We're going to interlace the fingers. We're going to lift high, high up. And we're just going to lean a little bit from side to side, really waking up. Good. And then let your hands go and exhale. Twist towards your right. Bring your left hand on top of the right knee and come into a twist. Now here again, try to lengthen the spine. So rather than sitting like this, you want to lengthen up. If you can, look all the way over your right shoulder, but if that's too intense for your neck, just look straight ahead. Good. Now imagine that those words coming through your head. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, slowly come back. Exhale, let's twist to the opposite side. So this time we're going to bring the right hand on top of the left knee. We're looking over the left shoulder, keeping the spine straight, just feeling into the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, slowly coming back into center. We're going to, again, towards the right side. We just want to see if we can go even deeper. Keep your spine long, your shoulders are relaxed. There's no need to pressure yourself into pose. We're just going to explore it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. And then inhale, gently coming back. And exhale, twist one more time towards the left side again. Drawing your chest forward. Looking over your left shoulder. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, slowly coming back. Draw your arms again over your head. Now interlace the fingers, draw your hands up. And exhale, round your back and turn this from the front. And draw your chest like backward with your hands forward. Inhale, come down. Exhale. And here you want to draw your shoulder blades apart as much as you can. Inhale up. Draw your hands a bit more behind your head, opening the shoulders. Exhale again. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And now inhale. Bring your hands behind your back, opening the chest. And exhale, just lean a little bit more forward. Good. Start to wiggle your arms back and forth. If you like, you can also move a bit from side to side. Again, these are all exercises intended to give yourself that moment to wake up and to wake up your body, to get flexibility into the joints, into the muscles, into the fascia. Inhale, slowly looking up, bring your hands behind your back onto the floor, draw your chest forward. And exhale, good. And before we're going to start coming onto all fours, we're going to just do one more exercise, and this is Gomukhasana. So bend your left leg, and then you're placing your right knee on top. And look, for now, I'm having actually great pants to show this to you. Because if I'm wearing all black on the camera, it's really hard to see, but with those pants, it's quite easy to see. Now, if your knees do something like this, that's okay. If they're like really not opening up, just do these poses where we have the knees in, like the shins in front of one another. Good. All right. And then from here, so this is called Gomukhasana or cow head. Look, cows have like little cow ears. And these are poses intended to open the hips. And then we also want to work on the shoulders. So we're going to bring the arms forward. Now this time we're going to bring the left arm underneath the right, and we're going to interlace the fingers. And then in order to truly feel a stretch, draw your elbows forward and up, and then now draw your shoulders blade backwards and down. And then from here, just round your upper back until you feel a stretch in your shoulder blade area. Let your head relax, sinking forward. Depending on your hip flexibility, you feel this pose more or less, but you can work with like pulling the elbows forward and the shoulder blades backwards to create a more intense stretch. Now, what I sometimes also like to do is just kind of like wiggle my shoulder blades a little bit. Maybe move my upper back just a tiny bit to see, is there a space in my body that I need to stretch a little bit more? And then just breathe. Let yourself relax, just breathing into this pose. Let the stretch unwind, unfold. Good. In, slowly lifting up. Draw your hands apart, interlacing the fingers, opening the chest. Good. Slowly release. All right. And then from here, you're gonna, if it's really too complicated from my screen, you can also just change the legs. But otherwise, come towards your left, and you're just gonna walk around your own axis, and then you should arrive with your left knee on top. Good. Just a little bit of fun. All right. So again, if you feel like the knees cannot be on top, just place them in front of one another, so the shins in front of another. And then from here, we're gonna bring the hands forward. This time, we're gonna bring the right arm underneath the left. Good. We're gonna hold the hands together. Again, draw your elbows forward and then up, and then your shoulder blades back and down, and then slowly round your upper back. Again, you can round a little bit more or less. You can explore your body. Where is the stretch happening, and how can I breathe into that stretch? You might notice that if you're taking those deep inhales, that the shoulder blades are being drawn apart.
And there's stretch happening in the rhomboids, the muscles of your in between the shoulder blades. Deep breathing into your upper back. Good, and in and slowly coming back up. Exhale, release your hands. Again, drawing the hands behind your back, opening the chest. And exhale, bring your hands one more time in front of you and lengthen. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, release, bring the legs apart and coming on to all fours. And as always, we're starting with cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, we'll look up. And exhale, we're rounding. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding. And then from here, you can either continue to do that, or you can start to become a little bit more freestyle with your movement. So kind of see what feels right, what do you want to do. Maybe you want to shake your head out a little bit, or circling sideways with the spine. Good. And then from here, we're starting with the spinal warm-up flow. So if you already know it, you might just want to close your eyes while you're practicing. Otherwise, watch it a few times and then the flow in itself is not very complicated, but if you close in your eyes, you can truly feel how much movement is coming into your spine. It's such a nice feeling, and it's a great practice to learn how to align your breath with the movement. So we're going to start. We're going to inhale, we'll look up towards the ceiling, letting your belly sink towards the floor. And so we're tucking under the toes to come up into the first downward facing dog of our day. And since this is the first dog, we might just give it a little bit of time and space to arrive in this pose. So you can walk your dog, you can keep your knees a little bit bent if that feels more comfortable. You might want to stretch the side body. Again, this is really about waking the body up. It's the morning flow. So you don't have to go too crazy just yet. And then here, inhale, we're coming into plank. Exhale, we're lowering the knees, chest and chin down. And inhale, we're coming up into cobra. And then from here, we exhale, we push back into a child's pose. Letting the head relax. And just before we go and flow through that practice a little bit more, we're just going to do an active child's pose to stretch out the side body. So we're going to inhale. We're going to draw our fingers forward until the elbows come off the floor, and we cannot walk our hands any further. We take a deep breath in here. And exhale, we're wandering our hands over to the left side until we feel a stretch in the right outer side of the body. If you do not yet feel a stretch, bring your right hand on top of the left. Really giving yourself a kind of stretch to open side body. Inhale, slowly coming back and exhale. Walking your hands over to the right. Again, if you want to have a more increased stretch on the left side, bring your left hand on top of the right. Let your neck and shoulders relax. Good. Inhale, slowly coming back. And from here, gently come back onto all fours. And we're going to do 10 rounds of our spinal warm-up flow. So again, I really invite you to close your eyes to do this. It's very nice and very kind of like meditative almost. You're going to inhale and look up. Exhale, coming into down dog. Inhale, coming into plank. Exhale, lowering down to the floor. Inhale, coming into baby cobra. Exhale, pushing over our knees back into child's pose. Inhale, coming up onto all fours. We're letting the belly come down, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're rounding back into downward facing dog. Inhale, we're leaning forward into plank. Exhale, belly down to the floor. Inhale, coming into baby cobra. Exhale, back into child's pose. Inhale, coming onto all fours, looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, flowing back into your child's pose. Start to notice if there is a shift happening in your mobility. Inhale, in your spine, in the legs, in the belly. Looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Down to the floor. Inhale and cobra. Exhale and pushing back into your child's pose. Inhale, coming up onto all fours. Exhale and pushing back. Inhale into plank. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, coming back into your child's pose. Start to draw your awareness more to the here and now. Forget about the outside world. Inhale. Exhale, you're becoming your breath. You're becoming your movement. Inhale. Exhale, taking your time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back into child's pose. Inhale, coming up onto all fours, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, pushing back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. We're going to do 3 more rounds. So enjoy those last 3 rounds. Inhale, coming up. If you haven't already, really close your eyes now. Looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pushing back. Is this down dog starting to feel a little bit easier? Inhale, coming back into plank. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhaling, pushing back into child's pose. 2 more. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, pushing back into down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Inhale, into baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Last round. Inhale, up onto all fours. Let your belly sink down, looking up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin.
Inhale, cobra. And exhale. One more time into your child's pose. Just take a few breaths here. Good. When inhale, come back onto all fours. So just to warm up the spine a little bit more, we're gonna basically do the same, but we stay in downward facing dog. And how that looks. So the idea is always to create a wave so that the spine becomes more mobile. So just watch it for a moment if you haven't done this already. So from here we will be in down dog. And then we're gonna inhale, we round forward, and exhale, we look up. See, there's this little wave happening in the spine. And in my experience, this does do wonders to reduce tension in your back. So come up into your downward facing dog. Find your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then whenever you're ready, you're starting to round your upper back. And then exhale, you look up towards the ceiling, pushing back. Inhale, rounding, exhale back. So it's not a very big move, but we want to create that wave in our spine. So you can keep your knees bent when you come back. Actually, you have to really get that fluidity into your spine. Keep going again. Close your eyes while you keep waving through the spine. Notice how this is also starting to relax the upper back. Just a few more, we're almost done. Last one. Good, very nice. And from here, just walk your feet in between your hands and come into a forward fold. Yeah. And wander your hands all the way to the left side of the body. Really go left so the right hip gets a nice stretch. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, wandering the hands towards the right outside of the foot. Good. Exhale, coming back. And from here, slowly starting to lift up vertebra by vertebra. Bring your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands in front of the heart. And from here, just shaking it out. Shaking out any last tension that we build up throughout the night. Shake out your arms. And then keep your knees relaxed. I'm just going to swing from side to side. This is such a nice way to, again, invigorate the spine. You might notice that one side is easier to twist towards than the other. And from here, coming back to the front of the mat. We're going to take a deep breath in, we're going to lift up. We're going to fill our lungs with air. Exhale, we're slowly sinking down. We keep the right hand on the floor. Inhale, we're lifting up. We're going to bring the left arm up. Exhaling down. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale down. I'm just going to do a few of these. Inhale, lift, left arm. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Stay in your forward fold. Noticing where the stretch is happening right now. Now inhale, step your right with a big step back. Good. Sink your hips down to the floor. Let your hips wake up for a moment. And then bring your right knee to the floor and inhale, just lift your arms up over your head. Take a few breaths here, opening the chest. And then draw your arms to the side and exhale, rounding your upper back. Give yourself a little hug. Inhale, sink deeper into the hip, opening the chest, looking up. Exhale, move your hips back, rounding your spine. Give yourself a hug. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Try to come a little bit more into a back bend if that is possible for your spine. Exhale. Giving yourself a hug. And then from here, lift your arms up. Place your hands behind your head like this, interlacing the fingers, draw your chest up. Exhale, rounding again. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding, rounding, round. Draw yourself as close down towards the chest as you can. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, bring your right elbow towards the left knee. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, left elbow comes to the left knee. Inhale, lifting up, bring your arms up. Exhale, lean over your left leg. So you don't have to go all the way down, you just want to wave the back of your leg up. We're going to do this a little bit more fluid than usual. So we're going to inhale, come up. Leaning into our hips. Exhale, we're going to lean over the left leg. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Leaning over the straight left leg. Last one. Inhale, lifting up. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, drawing the hands away from the back. Inhale, letting go, lifting up. Exhale, one more time, coming over the left leg. Keep your right hand on the floor and inhale, draw the left arm up into the sky. Just to feel a nice stretch in your hip. Exhale, slowly release, bending the left knee and come back into your downward facing dog. And maybe you can already feel that your left leg feels a little bit more mobile, a little bit more flexible, a little bit softer than the right. We're gonna inhale, come into plank again. Exhale, lowering knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, coming into a cobra. Again, this is a morning flow, so you might want to do it very gently. You don't have to go too deep into that cobra. You might want to keep your chest a little bit more down on the floor. See what feels right for your spine right now. Don't ever feel pressure to go into a deep cobra if your spine is not ready. Exhale, we're slowly flowing back and come over, hands back into downward facing dog. Inhale, we're lifting the right leg up. Exhale, we're stepping the right foot in between the hands. And we're going to again give our hip a little bit of a stretch, this time on the left side. And place your left knee onto the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Sinking, keep sinking into your hip. Good. And then come a little bit more back. We're going to inhale, we're going to open up. Exhale, go round in the spine. We're going to hug ourselves. Inhale, sink back into the hips, opening up, drawing the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, giving yourself a hug. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, opening. Exhale. Inhale,
Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, opening this time. Try to go as much into the back bend as you can. Exhale. And then from here, inhale, lift your arms back up. Bring your interlace the fingers, but this time do it the other way around than you did before. So that it feels a little bit funky. And then you inhale, you draw your chest again forward. Your elbows come apart. Exhale, you're rounding. Inhale, you're lifting back up. Exhale, you're rounding your spine. Inhale, you're lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Hold it here for a second. Inhale, lifting up. Bring your right elbow towards the right knee. Stretching out the whole left outer side. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, twist your left elbow towards the left knee. Inhale, coming back up. From here, draw your arms high up. Exhale, bring your hands next to your right leg and straighten the front leg and lean over. Again, you might find that one side is a little bit stiffer. You don't have to go super deep here. This is really just to wake up the legs, to give it a little bit of a stretch before the day starts. Inhale, we're gonna lift up, sinking a bit more into our hips, opening the chest. Exhale, keep leaning over the back. In case you really want to go deep, you can also bring your hands backwards and then lean deeper over the leg, but that is an optional version. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Do this one more round. Inhale, lifting up. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, open the chest one more time. And now you should feel really comfortable and familiar. Inhale, we're lifting up. Exhale, we're leaning over the right leg. We keep the left hand on the floor. Inhale, we draw the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we bring the hands down, we bend the knees, and we're gently pushing forward into a forward fold. Take your time. And then from here, bring your feet about a hip width apart. And slowly sinking down into your squatting position. Just bring your elbows again on the inside of the knees so that you can lengthen the spine. If your heels cannot reach the floor, just bring the feet a bit further apart. Lengthen the spine, draw your chest forward. Taking a few deep breaths here. Good. And then from here, slowly release. Come back onto your bum. Take a deep breath in. Keep your knees bent. Have your elbows next to your thighs and your hands forward. And then very slowly start to lower down. Controlling the core. Good. And then from here, just bring your right knee into your chest. Lengthen the left leg down. Bring your right knee into the chest. Draw your forehead towards the knee. Exhale, let your head come down, let your right leg sink to the floor. Bring your left knee to your chest and again draw the forehead towards the left knee, really hugging that knee tight into your chest. Exhale, release, let yourself sink down, bring your feet about hip width apart. Bring your arms next to your body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. And exhale out. Inhaling in through the nose. Hold it. And exhaling out. Inhaling in through the nose. Hold it. Exhaling out. And then inhale, engage all the muscles in your face. Really, really engage in the face, move in the face. Exhale, relax. Inhale, draw the shoulders high up towards the ears. Draw the shoulders high. Exhale, relax. Inhale, engage your arms and your hands. You can make little fists, engaging all the muscles in your hands, in your arms. Exhale. Inhale, engage the core, engage the back muscles, engage the core. Drawing the back muscles in, drawing the core muscles in. Exhale, relax. Inhale, engaging the legs and the feet. Engage the legs, engage the feet. And exhale, relax. And from here, just take a moment to relax the whole body. You're sinking into the mat. And your resistance is slowly melting away. And then slowly, slowly start to move your toes and your fingers again. Gently wave your body back up. Roll your head from side to side. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, bring your arms over your head. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Roll your forehead one more time towards both knees. Exhale, release. And then from here, come over to your favorite side. And from here, lifting back up into a seated position. You can keep your eyes still closed. Lengthening the spine, relaxing the shoulders. And we're just gonna close today's class with Triyam, the sound of the heart chakra. You're very welcome to chant with me or to just listen. So take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out. And inhaling for Yam. Yam. And from here, bring your hands in front of the heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And wish you a beautiful day. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Danke, gleichfalls. Tschüss.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye. Ciao.